Hey everybody! It's me and Lucy this morning. It's Saturday morning in Kingston, Oklahoma, and I'm having a really fun morning watching my husband wrestle with the automatic vacuum cleaner. I really should. I should take the camera downstairs and show you guys. You'd crack up laughing. Oh my God, did I slurp too loud? Y'all cover your ears real quick. Okay, I'll put it down. I won't drink it anymore. I won't drink it anymore. Yes, 2 years ago for Christmas, my husband bought me this robot vacuum cleaner. It's not the one that you hear about all the time, whose name I can't even think of right now. Some kind of Samsung. He paid over $800 for it. And you're supposed to sit it down, and it's supposed to map the room, and it's supposed to go all around the room. Well, the thing is crazy, and I was online the other day looking up something for it and saw all the reviews, and according to everybody, it's crazy. It bumps into things, it gets stuck underneath things, it goes 1 foot, turns, comes back around, goes 1 foot, turns. It's just crazy. But anyway, hold on 1 second while I grab a Kleenex, will you? I've been doing really good allergy-wise, but of course, since I want to talk to you, my nose decides to start dripping. But anyway, he bought me this vacuum, and it's a really, really nice one. You know, when Jerry buys something, he checks every single brand at every single store. And so he bought the one with the best reviews. And so I was really, really excited. I thought it was a wonderful gift. So anyway, for the last 2 years, it's basically been parked at its charge station. Because every time we use it, we have to stand there and watch it because it gets confused and it gets mixed up and it doesn't know what it's doing. Well, there's this certain kind of, I'll call it tape, although it's not tape. It's like a long, flat snake that you can put on the floor. And the vacuum cleaner is supposed to, when it goes up to this tape on the floor, it's supposed to go, oh, I can't go across that tape. So we bought the tape. They didn't have any that came with the vacuum. They put 3 feet of some skinny kind of magnetic tape in with the vacuum. And so 3 feet isn't long enough for where we need it. And so I went online and I found some tape for a different kind of vacuum called Neato, N-E-A-T-O. So I bought this big roll of this other kind of tape. And so last night we decided to go in there and see if it would work. So we put this great big long piece of magnetic tape next to our long open living room downstairs. And so the vacuum actually, when it would come to it, it would go, oops, there's the tape, and it would back up. And then it would come over here and it would go, oops, there's the tape, and it would back up. So we did part of the living room last night, and then we gave up and we went upstairs to watch TV. So a little while ago, after we ate breakfast, just a few minutes ago, Jerry decided to start the vacuum again to finish the big living room. And so he stretched the tape out over the area. And then he got this bright idea to cut it into pieces because there was about, oh, I don't know, 2 feet, 3 feet maybe that we didn't have enough for. And so he decided if he cut it and he separated it into small gaps that it wouldn't ever find those gaps or go over it. And so he set the vacuum to clean the living room. I think it's like 18 foot long or 20 feet long. I don't even know, but anyway, it's a big living room. So he went outside to do something else that he has to do today. And so I'm fiddling around in the kitchen and loading the dishwasher and putting the jeans in the dryer. And so I get my coffee and I get my stuff to come up here and talk to you guys. And I walk out into the hall between the living room and the formal dining room and the entryway, and the vacuum cleaner has gone over the tape and drug the tape with it. And then it jumped over the tape and it went and it's stuck underneath the formal dining room table going in and out all of the chairs and doesn't know what it's doing. So I'm running outside, Jerry, your vacuum's gone crazy. So he's downstairs right now trying to make it do what it's supposed to do. It's just the funniest picture. But anyway, speaking of funny, this is my latest creation, you guys. You know, I'm into long blouses now and I'm making long shirts. And so this is one. I went into my stash and I remembered that I had a special stash inside a closet of stretch cottons. See, this stretches, see? And I thought, boy, as big as I am now, I need things that stretch. So I thought I'd make a blouse out of this stretch cotton. It's pretty colors that I like, obviously, or I wouldn't have purchased it. But can you see the giant boo-boo I've done? I don't know, I guess it's not a boo-boo, but to me it is. It looks like I got hit by a cannonball right in the fattest part of my belly. I mean, it's right here. It's like, oh, look at her fat belly. I mean, I didn't pay any attention. It's such a huge print. You know, I just thought, let it fall where it falls. And wouldn't you know, I end up with a giant cannonball right on my belly. But I think I'll go ahead and wear it. It fits well, as you can see. Let me see what, I got another cannonball on my butt. How about that? Oh, heaven help us. Anyway. Oh, I have so many things I'm working on. I'm working on the new Edita Sitar Blue Barn quilt. I'm trying to make myself some new tops. I'm doing the lessons from, you remember Tracey Gardner-Russell, who teaches you how to do freehand quilting from the front of the machine? Well, she has 2 classes, and I've already finished one class. That was the quilt that ended up in my mom's room at Brookdale, hanging above her bed. Did I tell you what my mother said about that? After I took my 2 weeks off and went to up to Edmond, and I came back, and of course I went right away to see my mother. And I went in to visit her, and I'm like, oh, how are you doing? How are you doing? Do you like your new room? And she said, Joy, I really like it. There's just one thing. And I said, what is that, Mom? And she said, that thing over my bed. So, I don't know if she decided she hated the quilt I made her or what, but anyway. I told her, I said, Mom, don't you remember I made that for you? And every time you look at it, you're supposed to remember how much I love you? And she went, oh, yes, I do. I really love it. You know, the thing about dementia is you can change somebody's mind. It's really, really kind of cool that way. But anyway, I'm going to finish this top. The Tracey Gardner-Russell. Let me turn the camera a little bit and see if you can see it on the wall over here. There it is. See right here? This is it. This is the actual quilt, which is just, you know, easy blocks that you put together. But what she's teaching us, it's really an interesting, wonderful class. If you're a new quilter, I highly, highly recommend it. She teaches you 3 different ways to quilt by hand in the front of the machine, freehand, each one of these blocks. Very, very well done. She is very, very talented. So you can see, I've had this for what, 4 months? And I have 1, 2, 3 blocks done. But I found this piece of fabric, and of course Mother was still here, so of course I picked purples. This piece of fabric, and then I just picked things that went with it. So I'm working on that project, working on the Blue Barn quilt. And working on making myself some more tops. So, is there anything else I need to tell you? I have the binding ready. Have I ever told you all how I do my binding? Do you care? Do you care at all how I do my binding? Your binding. I cut mine 2 1/4 inches wide. I don't like 2 1/2. I think it's too wide, so I cut mine 2 1/4. Well, then you're supposed to iron it all in half. See? What the directions tell you to do, the directions, if you take a class and people tell you how to do it. They put the pieces together end to end and sew them on the diagonal. And then you have this 90-mile long piece, and you're supposed to put it on your ironing board and spray it all with spray starch till it's wet with spray starch. Then press it in half. Well, I did that for years. And I pulled this wet thing across my ironing board, ironed it, pulled it, ironed it, pulled it, ironed it, pulled it, ironed it. Finally I thought, you know what? Why don't I do that while it's still short little strips? And the short little strips fit on top of my ironing board. And so that's what I do. I cut all the strips I need. Here's the rest of them. I need 6 of them for this quilt. So I put each one up there. You can put 4 of them next to each other. Squirt them all with the spray starch. What kind of spray starch do you use? Best Press by Mary Ellen. And for me, of course, the unscented one. And so then I iron them, and then I hang them over here on my long arm and let them dry. And so now I will put them end to end and sew them together. And then all you have to do is cut that extra off of the seam and then press it. And oh, it's just so much easier than trying to pull that great big long thing through. So, that's all I have to tell you. And I'm going to get to work finishing this Cannonball blouse. Y'all have a really great day.